Welcome and welcome back to the Passive Income Mindset podcast. If you're just hearing me for the first time, hi, my name is Anna, and I do my best. All right. Uh, I don't know. Did you guys enjoy last week's episode? Should I do this every 2 weeks? I'm trying to keep up, but life is just happening so fast. Anyways, before we get into it, please just go ahead and rate the podcast 5 stars so that we can get pushed out to more people who need this information. All right. And so with that being said, today's episode is something so relatable. You guys know how much I love to be relatable. Not even about loving to be relatable, but I I like to, how do I explain this to you guys? Okay, so the topic of today's topic is something very, I think maybe you may have even wondered about it at some point in your life or every other time. And this is my POV, this is my perspective, and it is the fact that life has no meaning. Mhm. It has no meaning. Have you ever woken up one day and you felt like nothing makes sense? It is so meaningless. It is so like, what is the point? Why are we here? What is the purpose? What are you doing here? Why aren't you unalive? Like, literally. And then you wake up the next day, you're like, oh my gosh, I'm so excited. I'm so grateful for life. And then the other next day, you're like, what am I doing with my life? Has this happened to you? Is this something that happens to you? You guys, from my POV, as somebody who's, built a business online and generated multiple figures, I will tell you something. And it is a fact that that feeling, it never goes away. It never goes away. I promise you. Because it doesn't matter if you don't have money, if you have money, if you are, because let me paint this scenario for you. All right. You go to school as a young child, you go to school. While you're in school, you're like, "Ah, I can't wait to finish primary school. I can't wait to just graduate. I'm not gonna go to school ever again." And then you graduate from, like, say, primary six, and you're home waiting for your jam score, something like that. I can't recall. So you're waiting for your jam score, and initially you're excited. You're like, "Oh my gosh, I don't get to go to school again. I'm so done. I'm so done. I'm never opening a book again." And after some months, you're like, "Oh, I need to go to school now. All my mates are going. Yada yada yada. When am I gonna get this admission? Yada yada yada." And then you get the admission, and then college starts dealing with you. And you're like, "I can't just wait to graduate. If I graduate, I'm never." And then you graduate. You're chilling. You're like, "Ah, I can't believe I'm done with this university once and for all. I'm never using my eyes to write, to see a book again." And then after a couple of months, you're like, wait, what? This is the real life. This is the real life. And then from that point, you get a job. You feel, no, before you get a job, you're feeling jobless. You're like, I wish I could do something that can be bringing me money. And then you start doing the thing and you're like, oh, it's so exhausting. I can't wait to even go home. Do you see the meaningless of all of these things? Do you now see how meaningless it is? There is no one ultimate meaning that, at some point everything is going to make, no. No, the fuck not. It doesn't get to a point where you feel like, oh, everything is now at peace ever. Because me, myself, you guys know I like recording these episodes like I'm talking to myself because that's literally what I'm doing. Me, myself, some days I wake up feeling like I have everything under control. And then while I'm going through my day, something happens and I'm like, I just want to run and go and hide under my bed or hide inside my wardrobe or something. And then later that day, I'm like, I feel like I can conquer the world. I can. And then some hours later, I'm crying on my room floor because I didn't get something straight or one thing. What is the purpose? Why are we born? All right? Why, what are we, what is the ultimate goal? Why are we born? Why are we alive? Why do we go to school? Why do we get married? Because even the single people, they're like, I wish I could just get my dream partner, and then they get their dream partner, and you're like, oh my gosh, I miss being single, and then they start having children. They're like, oh, I wish I can just not have children at this point in my life, but they already have the children. So what was the reason according to Cardi B? What was the reason? And then like, what is the reason? So personally, I have come to the conclusion that life has no meaning. The things we do have no meaning except the meaning that we give to it. I feel like life is just meant to be enjoyed. Life is just meant to be lived. Nothing is inherently good or bad. It just is. It just literally is. So that's why a lot of times, like, you just keep saying, "Oh, life is lifing," because that's literally what is happening. Literally. So nothing has any meaning unless the meaning that you give to it. Nothing is good, nothing is bad unless the meaning that you assign to it. Right? For instance, um, let me give you a very clear instance. Let's imagine that you are okay, let me tell you something what happened to me some days ago. So some days ago I was in Lagos, and so I it occurred to me that most Lagos people may actually be rude, but that's another story for another day. Hopefully, I drop the video on that on my Instagram or on my social media anytime from now. Or maybe I already have even dropped it. So I was at this apartment with my friends. By the way, you guys, I have wealthy friends now. Feels very good. And the fact that I'm not the richest person among my friend group, very nice feeling. You should try it out if you don't already have it. So yeah, I was with my friends in Lagos, and this cleaner started shouting and insulting me. There is a backstory to that, but at some point she was like, I was like, but you're just a cleaner. You shouldn't be talking to me like that. I was like, at least I'm a cleaner. I did not open my leg for anybody. I did not open my leg for man. Still, in my head I was like, I felt like she was just trying to defend her craft, like she's just trying to stand her ground. Yeah, she's a cleaner, but she didn't open her leg. So when I was playing the tape for my friends, they were like, does she mean it's now you that opened your leg? I'm like, I didn't think about it that way. I just thought that she was just defending her craft. And then I told one person, that was what they said. I told the other person, that's the same. About three people call, about three people there thought were in tune. Like, does she mean that it's now you, Anna, that opened your leg? So in my head, I was like, you see how things can be so diff. You see how people can interpret one thing in different ways. So what am I trying to say? Life has no meaning unless the meaning you give to it. So what does that mean? It just means that you should just chill and enjoy your life and do what the fuck makes you happy, because there's inherently no meaning. There is no meaning why somebody is born and then they die. What was the reason? There is no reason. Like, there's literally no. Why would. Okay, if they were going to die, why were they born in the first place? Why? Okay, if the trees are going to fall to the ground and die, why do they grow? Okay, if night is going to come, why did the sun shine if it's only going to go down? And then the moon will come up, and then the sun will go down, then the moon. Why? There is no reason. It just is. So since it just is, it is our responsibility, it is our duty as the occupant of this earthly realm to just enjoy it. Enjoy it for just being. Like, just literally just enjoy it. So I don't know what you're gonna do with this information. I guess it's just me making you understand that if you ever do get to that point of existential crisis that affects us every now and then as human beings who live on earth, we should just center ourselves and remind ourselves that, hey, this life doesn't have a meaning. So I'm just here, and I'm here now. And since I'm here now, I should just enjoy here right now. I don't know where I'm gonna be tomorrow, but for now, I'm here and I'm happy or I'm sad or whatever the fuck it is that you're feeling. Side note, I swear a lot. You should have noticed that by now. But hey, who cares? This is my podcast. And with that being said, I hope you found value in this and I hope it gave you some sort of clarity since we're constantly in the ever ending loop of seeking clarity. And yeah, if you listen to this, don't forget to tag me on Instagram, on your Instagram stories, so that I can repost, so that other people who need to hear this information can see it, and hopefully it speaks to them in one way or the other. And I can't wait to see you on the next episode. Bye.